Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm going to talk about the synastry aspect of the Sun conjunct to Juno. So Juno in astrology represents the marriage partner, the spouse, the idea of relationship itself on a more committed level. And the Sun represents our basic ego and identity and our life purpose and direction, and it has a lot to do with our confidence and how we shine naturally. So when we have the Sun conjunct with Juno in synastry, so in the relationship chart comparison, there is a lot of attraction, and the Juno person can really see the Sun person as like their ideal, okay, or their dream man or woman. And the response is quite instinctual, where they just can immediately classify the Sun person as that person to partner with. It's even similar to like a seventh house kind of energy, where they just, they see them as someone worth committing to, or someone that gives off that husband vibe or that wife material. Now, that assessment may not be actually true, right? Because we could have other things going on that actually show that there isn't compatibility in a long-term sense. But this conjunction can be so strong that it can cause people to overlook these other incompatibilities, because you feel like you have found the one, okay? And like it does depend too on where your Juno is situated in relation to the rest of your chart too, like if there is more going on than just this. But this is just isolating this aspect. It does have a very romantic effect. And it can show real compatibility though in a long-term sense, because the Sun person and the way that they act and just their basic life force is very affirming to the Juno person in the sense of what they want in a relationship and the type of person they want to be with. Like they, you would hear the Juno person saying, that person is my type. Like, and with the Sun, it can also be physically. There can be an element of physical attraction with this, sexual attraction. I wouldn't usually say that Juno is a sexual planet, but when we have masculine planets, Sun or Mars conjunct to Juno, it does bring a bit more physical attraction to the table. So we can really see that, the Sun person is our ideal. I've also seen in some cases the Juno person becoming obsessed with the Sun person, and maybe with other Pluto things going on, you could see that, where they just really feel like they found the one. And the Sun person is not as much having this classification of the Juno person, although they do get the sense that the Juno person is someone they can partner with, someone they can cooperate with, someone who obviously sees them in a very high regard, and that can feel really good for them. So the Sun person can actually get a big confidence boost from being around the Juno person. And actually, you can look back on this relationship, whatever type of relationship this is, and you can see that the Sun person really does receive love from this connection. They definitely get like almost like a Sun upgrade being around the Juno person. So it actually can be very, very lovely. Like, and I don't want it to sound like this, that I have a negative interpretation of this. I've just seen this aspect in some cases make people a little bit obsessed and in love, and maybe there's not other compatibility. But if there is other compatibility, this is a marriage indicator. This is a long-term relationship indicator. This is a very good connection. They both feel really good together. And the Juno person feels like they are on track. They found the one. They found this person who makes their life better and energizes them. And the sun person feels like they found their adoring partner who builds them up, and they can really take on the world together in regards to that sign that this conjunction is taking place in. That sign is going to be a major theme of this relationship, and they're both going to get a big boost of that energy. So it definitely does show compatibility. It shows there is a potential for marriage and long-term pairing with this conjunction. And in my experience, in a very close orb, this might be one of the most powerfully felt aspects in the synastry. Like, this aspect can make both people feel so strongly about each other that something happens, for sure. Some type of relationship is formed, and it can be hard to break away from this because you really do feel like you've found someone who is the one, and you are right with this connection. You have found someone who is your ideal, who is someone you can partner with and really derive benefit. Both people can really get a lot out of this relationship and be energized, be uplifted, and be wildly in love. So yeah, it's definitely a good one to have, but in some cases Juno can be a little bit jealous of the sun as well. That's something that I found with this. So the Juno person can see the sun in such a high light, but they can also, because of how much they feel like they found this person for them, they can be really jealous, and in some cases they can have reason to be jealous. So sometimes Juno in synastry can show up as a bit of drama, jealousy, and definitely intensity as well. So this one can show all of that as well. But I think that, a big reason of why that comes up is because there is compatibility, and the Juno person really wants it to work out, because they really feel good about the sun person, and the sun person feels good about how good the Juno person feels about them. And with other compatibility, this is definitely a marriage indicator, and an uplifting, energizing, confidence enhancing aspect. So I'd love to know your experience of this aspect. Was it like this? Was it not like this? Let me know in the comments. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.